The Balanced Life Blueprint. Simple rituals for a fulfilling life. Balance is often seen as something just out of reach, something to be achieved once the workload lightens, the responsibilities lessen, or life becomes less chaotic. But what if balance wasn't something you had to chase? What if it was already present in the quiet moments of your day, waiting to be noticed and nurtured? Well-being isn't about perfection. It's not about rigid schedules, endless productivity hacks, or achieving some ideal state of calm. It's about recognizing the simple, often overlooked moments that already exist. The spaces between tasks, the way morning light filters through a window, the deep breath before answering an email. These moments, when given attention, create a sense of steadiness even in uncertainty. Through this journey, you'll learn how to cultivate balance without overhauling your life, how to make space for what truly matters, and how to move through each day with more intention and ease. Whether you're feeling overwhelmed, searching for a better rhythm, or simply wanting to reclaim a sense of presence, this guide is here to help. Let's begin. Well-being is often treated as something to be earned, something we'll get to once the deadlines ease, the to-do list shrinks, or life finally slows down. But true balance isn't found in waiting for the perfect conditions. It's built in the choices we make daily, in the pauses we take, the way we structure our time, and the attention we give to what truly matters. The deep inhale before the world starts pulling at you, the small satisfaction of finishing something meaningful, the first sip of coffee in a quiet room. These moments are easy to overlook, but they're what create a life that feels steady, even in uncertainty. You don't need an elaborate morning routine or a perfectly structured life to feel at peace. You need space to step back, to set boundaries, and to design a rhythm that works for you. Welcome to the Balanced Life Blueprint. Let's begin. What you'll gain from this guide. This isn't about adding more to your plate. It's about shifting how you move through your day. Inside, we'll explore how to create simple rituals that restore energy and focus, why small moments of rest matter, and how to make them part of your routine, how to set boundaries that protect your time and mental clarity, practical ways to navigate stress and reset when life feels overwhelming, the power of recognizing progress, even in the smallest steps. Each section is designed to help you approach life with more intention, without rigid rules or unrealistic expectations. Whether you engage with this all at once or in small moments throughout your day, this guide will meet you where you are. The power of everyday rituals. We often attach joy to life's biggest moments, promotions, celebrations, milestones, but the truth is, fulfillment isn't built on occasional wins. It's found in the rhythm of daily life. The quiet pause before the world starts asking for your attention, the first sip of coffee in a still room, the deep satisfaction of finishing something that mattered, no matter how small. These are the moments that shape how balanced and present we feel, yet they're also the ones we're most likely to overlook. A meaningful life isn't created in a single breakthrough. It's built in the details, in the way we move through the day, in the choices we make, especially when no one is watching. How to make the most of small moments. Start the day with intention. Mornings set the tone for everything that follows. Instead of diving straight into notifications and tasks, take a moment to arrive in the day. Stretch before reaching for your phone. Breathe deeply while the kettle warms or the coffee brews. Stand by the window, feeling the air shift as the world wakes up. This doesn't need to be a structured routine. It's simply about allowing space before the day starts pulling you in every direction. Build in micro breaks. Even on the busiest days, stepping away for a few seconds can reset your energy and focus. Take a full breath before hitting send on an email. Sip water with attention instead of absent-mindedly between tasks. Step outside, even for a moment, to change your surroundings. A break doesn't have to be long to be effective. The goal is to pause before exhaustion forces you to. End the day with purpose. How you close the day is just as important as how you begin it. Instead of scrolling until exhaustion takes over, transition into rest with intention. Listen to calming music or read a few pages of a book. Write down 3 things that went well even if they were small. Dim the lights, light a candle, or simply sit in quiet reflection for a moment. The mind holds on to what we give attention to. Ending the day with something grounding creates a sense of closure, making space for true rest. The value of noticing. Well-being isn't about doing more, it's about paying attention to what's already there. The way light shifts through a room, the quiet hum of the world before it fully wakes, the moments of ease that exist, even in the middle of a demanding day. Noticing them doesn't mean life slows down, but it does mean you don't have to wait for perfect conditions to feel steady, present, and whole. Designing your own rituals for balance. There is no universal approach to maintaining balance. What energizes one person may feel overwhelming to another. A daily rhythm that supports well-being is one that fits naturally into existing habits and responsibilities. How to build a routine that works. Identify energy shifts. Pay attention to when energy levels rise and fall throughout the day. Aligning tasks and breaks with these natural rhythms can help prevent burnout. Start simple. Overhauling an entire routine can be overwhelming. Small additions, like drinking a glass of water upon waking or stepping outside during lunch, create lasting change. Enjoyment is key. Sustainable habits should feel like a benefit, not an obligation. Experimenting with different practices can reveal what feels most rewarding. Leave room for change. Some days will flow differently than others. Being flexible ensures that small disruptions don't derail an entire sense of well-being. A routine that adapts to life's realities allows for growth without pressure. It provides flexibility when unexpected events arise and ensures that even on the most demanding days, there is room for personal well-being. The key is consistency, not rigidity. Knowing that habits don't have to be perfect, just intentional. Take moments to check in. What's working? What isn't? If something feels like an obligation rather than a source of balance, it may need adjusting. The best routines evolve, accommodating new challenges and changing seasons of life. By embracing a routine that adjusts rather than breaks under pressure, it becomes easier to stay on track without feeling overwhelmed. The goal is to create a rhythm that supports long-term well-being, making each day feel more manageable and fulfilling. Setting boundaries with confidence. Maintaining personal well-being requires the ability to set limits. Limits define what is acceptable, sustainable, and beneficial in different aspects of life. Without clear boundaries, obligations pile up, leading to exhaustion and resentment. Setting limits allows for greater balance, ensuring that time, energy, and attention are allocated intentionally rather than being drained by external pressures. How to set and maintain healthy boundaries. Time limits. Overcommitting can quickly lead to exhaustion. Setting specific work hours, blocking off breaks in the calendar, and designating no work times help create balance. For example, ending work at a set time each evening, scheduling 30 minutes daily for a meal without distractions, or taking a full day off from obligations can reinforce time boundaries. Emotional limits. Not all conversations or relationships are beneficial. Recognizing when interactions drain energy and limiting exposure to negativity is essential. This might mean limiting time spent with people who create stress, politely exiting unproductive debates, or giving oneself permission to walk away from emotionally charged discussions. Mental limits. The mind can only process so much at once. Avoiding cognitive overload can look like setting boundaries with technology, limiting exposure to distressing news, or deciding not to multitask. For example, silencing notifications for a few hours, taking a break from social media, or allocating specific time slots for deep work helps protect mental well-being. Physical limits. The body communicates its needs through fatigue, tension, and discomfort. Honoring those signals means setting boundaries around sleep, exercise, and rest. Prioritizing rest after intense workdays, saying no to activities that push the body too hard, and making space for nourishment can prevent burnout. Social limits. Being constantly available to others can be draining. Setting limits on social obligations ensures meaningful connections remain enjoyable rather than exhausting. This might mean declining last-minute plans, limiting screen time to engage in in-person interactions, or choosing quality over quantity in friendships. Work-life balance. Knowing when to step away from professional obligations is critical, whether that's taking a lunch break instead of working through it, setting a firm no emails after 7 p.m. rule, or taking vacation days without guilt. Maintaining separation between work and personal life allows space for true relaxation and fulfillment. Enforcing limits can be uncomfortable at first, especially if people are used to constant availability or overcommitment. However, prioritizing well-being over external expectations creates a life that feels intentional rather than reactive. It's not about withdrawing from the world, but about making space for what matters most. Finding calm in chaos. Life is unpredictable and stress is unavoidable. It can take many forms: daily frustrations, mounting responsibilities, unexpected losses, or life-altering moments that shake everything familiar. Tragedy, financial setbacks, health crises, or the sudden loss of a loved one can introduce a level of stress that feels overwhelming. However, even in the most difficult situations, there are ways to regain a sense of stability. Ways to create calm. Declutter a small space. A clear desk, car, or kitchen counter can help create a sense of mental clarity. When external environments feel chaotic, simplifying a small part of them can create a noticeable sense of relief. Use breath as a reset. Inhaling for 4 counts, holding for 4, and exhaling for 4 is a quick way to slow racing thoughts. Controlled breathing techniques can send signals to the nervous system that it is safe to relax. Short grounding practices. Engaging in a hands-on task, like kneading dough, tending to a plant, or organizing a drawer, can redirect focus from overwhelming thoughts to something tangible. Taking a short walk, standing outside to feel fresh air, or running cool water over the hands can also help bring a sense of presence. Mindful movement. For some, physical activity helps release pent-up tension. Stretching, yoga, or even pacing in a room while listening to music can offer both mental and physical relief. Soothing the senses. Engaging the senses can provide comfort during stressful moments. Sipping a warm drink, lighting a scented candle, listening to calming sounds, or wrapping up in a cozy blanket can create feelings of safety and calm. Reducing decision fatigue. Stress can be magnified by too many decisions, so simplifying choices can help. Prepping meals in advance, setting up automatic bill payments, or laying out clothes for the next day can eliminate unnecessary mental strain. Connecting with others, talking to a trusted friend, therapist, or loved one can provide reassurance. Sometimes, voicing concerns out loud helps process emotions and brings a new perspective. Not every strategy will be helpful for everyone, and that's okay. The key is to notice which practices bring comfort and which feel forced. Some may find that journaling emotions helps them feel more in control, while others may prefer quiet reflection. Trying different methods over time can lead to discovering what provides the most relief in high-stress situations. Finding calm doesn't mean waiting for stress to disappear. It means creating a sense of control even when circumstances are uncertain. Over time, small habits become second nature, transforming moments of anxiety into opportunities to reclaim peace. Recognizing progress, no matter how small. Progress isn't always about major breakthroughs. It's often built in the small steps taken every day. Acknowledging even the smallest improvements can build confidence and motivation. However, many people dismiss their achievements, believing they must reach a grand milestone before allowing themselves to feel proud. Ways to acknowledge progress. Keep a done list instead of focusing only on what still needs to be done. Track what has already been accomplished. Seeing progress in real time reinforces a sense of achievement. Reframe success. Progress doesn't have to look like a major milestone. Completing a single task, showing up on a difficult day, or making a decision that aligns with personal values all count as successes. Celebrate in meaningful ways. Acknowledging progress doesn't always mean throwing a party. It could be taking a quiet moment to reflect, treating yourself to something small, or sharing the moment with a trusted friend. Use visual reminders. Keeping a notebook, calendar, or even a simple checklist of achievements can create a sense of progress over time. Looking back at past successes helps build momentum for the future. Share your wins. Talking about accomplishments, no matter how small, can reinforce their importance. Whether it's with a friend, mentor, or an online community, sharing wins can provide validation and encouragement. Recognizing progress isn't just about motivation. It's about shifting the mindset from not enough to appreciating effort and consistency. Even the smallest step forward is still movement in the right direction. Final thoughts. By prioritizing progress over perfection, we foster a mindset that values growth and resilience. This viewpoint inspires us to celebrate the journey, acknowledging that every effort contributes to our overall well-being. As we conclude, let's take a moment to reflect on the profound journey each of us undertakes. Life, with all its unpredictability, teaches us that the focus is not on achieving perfection, but on embracing our unique experiences. Every moment of authenticity you nurture, and every act of self-compassion you extend to yourself adds to the richness of your life. If you found comfort in this journey, I'd love for you to be part of our growing community. Follow our Still Minds for more resources to support your well-being. Let's create a space for rest, renewal, and growth together. Until next time, be gentle with yourself, and may your mind find stillness wherever you are.